taco. Hey, mamma mia. Jalapeno. Oh, oh, good. Oh, you guys like it? Yeah? You're letting the youngsters eat it all. Hey, Pidgeotto. Yeah. Yes. I don't have no blueberries, alright? They had regular GMO sprayed, whatever, these dumb science, whatever they call themselves doing. Hey, Andy. Hey, Dom. What's up, Dub? I'm a little under the weather. We ate at the Crab Shack, and then it rained last night. And I feel a little under the weather. That's weird. I haven't been sick in so long. I haven't been sick in a long time. But I remember saying this in one of the videos. Some of these individuals that come from California, the guys were gay. They act like men. But they're really, really weird. Anyway, there was a thing going out, black, whatever, this, that, and other, about certain groups of individuals at restaurants and in certain stores that if melanated people walk in, there is something, they have stuff that back to they're to put on food. Now, obviously the feds know about it and they're not doing a damn thing about it, just like all the melanated people being hung, right? And you would think that they would stop being so stupid. The racists are very unaware that if we decided to, we could wipe them out overnight. It don't matter military training or whatever. We have individuals that have never took a life or hurt anybody, and the moment they do, they be incredible. They're very aware of this stuff. I know it's a little off topic of what the thumbnail is. Description. But I have to say this because there's a lot of ignorance in the world. It's to no one's benefit other than the enemy. Your enemy. That y'all help create. Sadly. I know with all the shock videos I've done, I did that with purpose. People go back and they go and they ask me questions. Why'd you do the video that way? I got the message. I said because there's some people who are intolerant. So you must bring them to a point of their tolerance. And then you can elevate and illuminate and hopefully change the prescription. And that's what I've done. I mean, jalapeno breakfast burrito, and I know that spices lately have been causing me to cramp very badly. Could it be blood clots or whatever? Like I said, mineral deficiency is mineral deficiency. You know? And my body has been going through some kind of metamorphosis, some change, literally. Like, seriously. Like, in 3 weeks, all my arm hairs have turned white. It's nothing to do with age. Now it's starting on this side. But there are other things that are happening. It's like here, they have these night fishermen people come around. And they have utter disregard, they drink. You gotta have, in order to drink here, you have to have a permit in this beautiful estuary park. And they killed a turtle. They caught it, and they just yanked it out and threw it in the water. These are abominations. Is it true that most of our light-skinned folks come from us? Absolutely. Doesn't matter how, but it's a fact. They come from us. All my light-skinned, the beautiful ones. Y'all, when I say last, you know I mean white. Nah, I hate that color, that crayon color. You come from us. You really do. I mean, some things I'm supposed to keep secret, but I can't keep that secret no longer. Y'all really, you're new. Regardless of it's their fake 2,000-3,000 year thing. It's not even that long, but you're new. And I know it's hard to conceive or conceptualize it, but it's dead honest truth, man. I can't make this up. But there's so much going on here. Because you see, our people is just corroborated. They're the same corroborators in some of the most drastic, dastardly things. It's not supposed to be that way. But this is an architecture. This is an architect that has nothing to do with it. Everything about us, but we didn't come up with it. And yet, this embodiment of hate, distance, disease, like, well, it's bad. Let's just put it that way. I know that they're going to make my requests because they're too stupid to know to do better. And I guess people are starting to realize more and more that when I state everyone has a choice, they're not paying attention. They think they're out of the pocket. When I say everything, everyone has a choice. This is not a game. At all. And I think some of you are realizing that ignorance is real. Could you imagine standing over a baby? This is for adult ears. Looking at this baby and drawing yourself up to the point of a bloodlust, and having this false sense of empowerment over this little young child, 6 months, a year, 2 years, and tormenting this child to fear to when the baby's breath is hardly there. And you know what you're going to do next. Can you even conceptualize or conceive this? Well, there's millions running around like that. I can't wait to see their faces. Well, what you think is a face? It's more illumination. It's like a diorama in my visions, in my slumber. It's a face, but it's not what we see. It's, even though it's taken away, right? It's not what you think. I can't explain it. And like I said, they're very stupid. They have people trained up, loyal and stupid. Very. No secrets here. And they're going to commit themselves, as they have, to the very deeds and acts that they do, because it's been going on for a while. I'm going to leave that alone for a minute, because it's a lot, it's too much. I have a story to tell. And though Angry Cashapp gets great, reviews, I was eating mine, and I was like, it felt like I was eating at some point soap detergent. Y'all know I can smell things, but my taste buds are phenomenal. And I remember one of the little gay-sounding individuals looking over while we were eating. But it wasn't a look of, is the food good? Even when I said, hey, you got a job application? The guy was very arrogant and cocky. There you go. But in a way that's not uncommon or surprising to these abominations, these idiots. The weird thing about a light-skinned women compared to the light-skinned men, y'all have the womb in you. You got ovaries, you're a woman. And there are a number of you who are so connected to the melanated side. Seriously, y'all don't know it though. But the men on your side are very convincing. And some of you know this. Y'all are more connected to us than any of the men. And you don't even know why. You think it's exploratory, inventive. No. You remember in your DNA. The men on the other side, your men, are missing more than 1 or 2 chromosomes. Sadly. And this is broken, not all of them, but quite a bit. This has broken them. Now, don't get it twisted. There are melanated people who are missing a chromosome or 2 as well. I don't say that for comfortability. I say that because there's a reality to it. You would think that they would know to choose wisely and better. But the thing about power, and it's absolute, it's corruptive. The term itself is corrupted. And some people, when they get there, they think they can't come back. Well, there are those who are going to be held there. They have to be. In order for things to be met out, for things to happen on the other, elsewhere, let's say. So I hope they're watching. Because they're very stupid. There's no other word I can state. Oh, the birds are all around me. Right here, matter of fact, right here. Hey, buddy. You want some more of these? You like these? You better grab the ones right over there. Hey, come here, you fat guy. Come here. You just, at least your tail's growing back here. Oh yeah, there goes my little sister. Hey, mama. Anyway, oh, you look at you. What? Oh yeah, you don't need to eat no more. Anyway, my apologies. I have to contend with our relatives. I want to go over there and use the man's net. It's a Hopi man over there. A beautiful man, wonderful. Every time I hear it, good morning. Yeah, you know, and he says it in Navajo, yeah, even though he says it in Hopi as well. And I said, you know, the song of the turtle is big in my family's culture. And I want to get the turtle out, and I want to give it its rights. I don't bury it. That's stupid. I want to put it in a place where the sun can see it, the earth can feel it. It's a connectivity outside of the water. We'll see what I do after I get off of here. Now, I'm going to read something to you. And I hope my Mexican brothers and sisters and my Peruvian, Ecuadorian, it doesn't matter if you're part of the conquistador, you've been bred out, you look different, whatever, it doesn't matter. I want you to listen. My Korean brothers and sisters, I want you to listen. I want want you to see that I have not been making anything up. Now, I know some of you might have some news on the contrary, but I researched this stuff as best as I can. Now, me and T went and stayed at another Walmart, which is roughly about 10 minutes away. There's a Sprouts close by, the gym, close by, and it's pretty nice. I met quite a few people. Quite a few. But what I noticed very subtly, you have a lot of Hindus. And I remember saying this going back to when they first went to 7-Elevens, then they were owning the gas stations, and this is part of the whole. And then you see the UN soldiers, and that was Colorado with the Africans taking over the airport. That's a great painting, a mosaic, that for those who've never seen it, that tells you a little story about the flat earth and blah, blah, blah. But regardless of that, some of them didn't even speak the British English, which is not that well. Remember, a handful of years ago, the first Hasidic guy wanted to wear the turban and the New York police uniform, and now you see it everywhere. Well, what's surprising? Let me pull this up. What is surprising and not? It's nothing against any particular group, but these things should be pointed out. All right? This thing is really being nosy. Always opening a brand new. No, I want it there. Okay? They're keeping this thing open, and I don't like it. Anyway, let's go to history. Okay. All right. Let's tap on this and get that run. So, I want to read this to you. It's a goofy-ass AI overview. But in the United States, this is not the United States. Damn. Undocumented immigrants are categorized by their country of origin and immigration status, not by religion. While there are no specific statistics for illegal Hindus, a significant portion of undocumented immigrants from the Indian, which we're going to say Hindustan, not Indian no more. We're ridding ourselves of that. Hindustans are Hindu. Given that Hinduism is the majority religion in Hindustan. Now, the statistics on undocumented Indians are Hindus. Hindustan is a major source of unauthorized immigrants in the U.S. and so-called America. Y'all's America. And a large number of these individuals are Hindu, as far as the growing population, following Mexicans and Salvadorians. Hindustanians represent the third largest group of unauthorized immigrants in the U.S., yet you see them getting rid of Chinese, who have a blood type to the land in us, and Koreans. I have yet to see an ICE agent snatch up any fucking Hindus. I was talking to my Hindu brother. He was like, yeah, I'm tired of these damn Hindus coming here with that shit. Worse than Sharia law, mercy killings, and you never hear about none of that. When I told you Theodore Albert Herzl was a fucking Hindu, surprisingly died in his 40s, taken away, like some of his comrades, who was part of this shit, the face, a good slave. Nobody's paying attention to the simplest of things. The simplest. How about the fact that the original Hindus, they put on the bottom, just like the original autochthonous people of this land. And anywhere else. We were a voice that allowed the Scots, the true Scots, so-called Europeans, true Irish, the melanated, the dark ones, the whole Diluvian of the Swedes and all, we've allowed them to have a voice when they would not speak up. If it was not for us, again, and don't worry about your little black Africans who don't even know they're from here, being a problem instead of a cure, which is disturbing. That jealousy and the arrogance of it would drive people phonetically in this fashion and form. Even in hindsight, you still have idiots pushing black propaganda. And I've come to realize that some of these sites on Instagram and Facebook are literally ran by dumb fucking Zionists, IDF, ex-IDF soldiers. Yes. And until you all start calling them out on their shit, until you all start recognizing them for what they do, and those culpable for doing the very thing they do in ignorance, and get them to change face. It doesn't mean they got to accept the fact of the truth of who you are. They don't even know who they are. Now, with that being said, I had to point that out. Now, in contrast, the Department of Homeland Security in 2022 estimate was much lower at 220,000. Well, it's way above that now. Okay, as far as illegal Hindus. And you don't see them running up anywhere, snatching. How the fuck they become dual citizens so quick? Excuse my language. That's what my boy we was talking, is behind the counter. He's like, man, we got a problem. I was like, what? How come they're not getting these illegal Hindu? Illegal, because he can't stand them. He's a Christian. He was talking about how they persecute and murder Christians with big long rods and sticks. I was like, what? And Muslims. No wonder Pakistan exists in the other place. These people are, and I ask y'all to look up and research the cannibalists when they were conquered. Ethiopia, Somalia, you know, they won't say Eritrean, all of the Hindustan, the desert devils. Nobody seems to be able to find it. I don't know why. It's real stuff. I'm not making it up. But it'd be quick for you to find out. But have any of y'all paid attention to any of it? Now, on another hand, y'all can research all that. You can Google it, pull it all up. It's all there. You might want to put it in 2025, maybe. I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't lie a lot, but quite a bit. Nothing against the Hindus who are actually here to do it, to be of service. But you have the enemy who lurks upon you and moves around you, hidden like a gypsy, Romanian, right? Bolshevik. A lot of people didn't know that Poland and Ukraine never existed in World War II, and those are Bolsheviks, the ones pushed out of Russia and Germany and everywhere else with their perversions and everything else. I mean, you saw Zelensky dancing around with high heels and P. Diddy shit, right? He's not the only one. Even the Chinese are getting, for some reason, I don't know if it's the act or not, but they're really getting tired. They're really getting tired. And they always talk about there's a billion Hindus and there's a billion Chinese. Nigga, when you take us, the Africans, the people, and the dumbass Dominicans, who are niggas too, and everybody else, we make up over damn near 3 billion of the population of fucking Earth still. And that's why they got to keep us separated with delusional fuck monkey younglings who they've educated over there in that lie of an education system in Britain and everywhere else and here. You would think that they would be intelligent enough to know better, and the majority of motherfuckers who are in Africa, the majority of them come from fucking here. Not the other way around, as the delusional keep pushing. And there's a bunch of them that know it. the lawn, the park, grass, whatever you want to call it. Let me get this Now, I am not, obviously I'm not speaking on hate, because literally this Hindu guy I was just talking to. He was just, man, he was going at it. I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I'm fucking, he spoke really good English, man. Like, they've been here for like a few generations. And he's like, I just can't stand them. I was like, yeah, when's the last time you been there? I said, I went there when I was a kid. I never want to go back to that fucking place. Dirty hands, touching food, and getting me sick. I'm just saying. I was like, all right, bro, you ain't gotta talk that bad about your people. I'm not a hateful individual. I don't know, I was wondering if you saw my YouTube channels in the beginning part or something, you know? Like, don't get it misconstrued, no. But woof, was he laying it out, man. I thought he was Mexican at first, like a dark Mexican. No, he was Hindu. Boy, he was going in. I was like, okay, I gotta go. Woo-wee. And some would say that's self-hate. Well, I hate ignorant ass niggas. And there seems to be a lot of them, man. Well, you bring me one of these dumb black motherfuckers pushing black and everything else and out of Africa, I'll get with them. I'll go put a damn sheet on my head and torment them some. But I can't stand stupid ass people, man. Been manipulated and they can't make sense when the truth is in front of them. It's just the way it is. Any of y'all like banana pills? No. Anyway. But that was a joke, by the way. I'm gonna put no shit on. See? Makes me nauseous. I gotta take it with potassium to counter it and magnesium, which bananas are supposed to be full of, which you know what they've already done to that. It's funny how the world's finding out that these Zionists have fucked over these fake Jews have fucked over the population's food source, and people are sick and tired. How are the water treatment plants still there when there's fresh water abundantly, more than any of us could ever drink, in the ocean? Gazillions and gazillions of gallons that we can have 5 generations, and that fresh mineralized water would never run out. These are some sick abominations. People are realizing it, but nobody's doing shit. I guess the soy's got the boys, and the fucked up estrogen, the reversal's got the so-called women screwed in the head. To the point where they can't even. Anywho. Now, on the other hand, RFK, Dr. Bird, a plethora of doctors, straight up humanitarians, they're all starting to realize that ADHD, Down syndrome, the whole slew of it is not some genetic shit. It is minerals that are stripped away. There are heavy metals, especially aluminum, chrome. I mean, the heavy doses in the real metal, the witchcraft form, are being shot up in these and babies, like some experiment or whatever it is causing all these problematic symptoms. Google it, pull it up right now, and whatever y'all find, paste it on here. I appreciate it. Hey, Thom, over 500 million just in the total Griffin tree. Wow, it's good to see you, Bobby. Hey, Tony P, Andy, salutations, beloved. It's good to have you guys. Hey, Sharon, Mama. I hope you guys are really, Millennial, what's up, beautiful? I hope you guys are really paying attention. As y'all know, I just cannot do the crayon thing. I can't do the race. I can't do the ethnicity thing. I can only do what's based on, and not theoretical, on history. Was there manipulation? Of course. With purpose? Of course. Why do you think they had the incubators in every country and the Cabbage Patch children everywhere? Regardless of the term, they had to quell and squash any remnants of a reality to change the whole perception. And then they had to take y'all over the last 5 generations and nurture up an insatiable appetite as you see, of a false humanity and a narrative blanketed with so many perpetuating reprobative lies. That makes it hard for people to accept. But the reality is the reality, as sad as it may be. I just would like to see people step back into a truth without misguidance. Therefore, there has to be no forgiveness. People have a choice that they can make. Just because we have those that are always going to make the wrong choices doesn't mean that everybody has to tally up and perform those same duties specific to being a lie and being relevant, to partaking in it. So there have been numerous cases of children with ADHD, Down syndrome, and a number of other things. I really wanted to get Zach, one of the kids I took care of, teachers, little boy, she's had another baby. And I wanted to give him a diet that would change it. But I know that she wouldn't, with her mother and her soon-to-be in-laws wouldn't stick with it. I actually would feed him sandwiches, and I saw him changing. And these are not toxin that would kill him or nothing like that, just certain herbs. And he would see stuff and do what the child's supposed to point. What is that? And he said it so clear for the first time one day. And then it went back to the dribble once he came back the next time. And I was so upset, but I didn't show it. I was like, team, like diet change, or, but you see it now. And they stopped taking the children to these damn pediatrics. These people who keep shooting them up with shit. These doctors don't know what the fuck is in those vials of clear liquid. Sunscreen, one of the worst things you can ever use. And now Bill Gates still gets to fly around for fucking free. I'm wondering when one of these countries is going to take an Exocet missile and blow his ass out the sky. That appeal that they put on the apples. I don't advocate violence. But when you're out here with the purpose to kill and murder billions, you should be taken the fuck out. No matter who's on your fucking team, and they rooted and sought out and destroyed as fucking well. But that appeal, it's speeding up that turbo cancer shit. Aldi's, Walmart. Y'all see them old shiny ass apples and oranges and all that shit? But do y'all go to your... Sounds like some bad movie, don't it? But do y'all go to your city council meetings? Do you get on your fake ass mayors and your fucking conglomerate to sit around there because they got the fire pit with a 7-bedroom home looking at y'all because you're paying HOA and all those fuck monkeys on this our land which is illegal to fucking keep the neighborhood clean, your hedges trimmed, but poisoning the water and the food and the fucking air? You gotta excuse me, I'm built a little fucking different. I can't stand stupid. For those who know, you definitely know, I really can't stand stupid. In the worst fucking way. Magnesium. Glycerin. I always seek out the plant-based shit. All right. Anywho, when you're looking at people who have anxiety, do you know that this breathing right here can help quell anxiety? Is what I've been utilizing to exhale. Well, first take in about, let's do it together. Let's take in 20 deep breaths consecutively, okay? Like, in your nose and mouth, out your nose and mouth. Now, exhale and hold. Everything. Thirty is good, right? 30 is pretty good, right? How'd y'all do? 30? Did you make it to 30 seconds? And you got lightheaded when you were breathing. You got lightheaded, right? That means your body became oxygenated with a lot of energy, right? I don't really get lightheaded like that, y'all. It takes I got to do it about 100, and then I get a little, and I want to stand up when I do it, you know. And you exhale and do that about 4 to 5 times. Then after that, you could do the box breathing, as we stated the other day. But what's even better, which the Spetsnaz and certain special forces groups, tier 1s use, they inhale and hold as long as possible. So again, you deep breathe, and we're going to do it 10 times, right? Exhale everything. So it's okay. I want to respond. I usually hold it for about 3 to 4 minutes. Anyway, after a session of doing this about 9 times, okay? So 4, I'm going to get to 5 and 6 minutes. I really want to push it. Usually I'm moving too, all right? So do that. And it can offset and reset some things. Now, this breathing exercise is actually exceptional for people who are suffering from anxiety, even mental guilt tripping, to reset, to establish a different vernacular. Like taking hot water, putting a sprig of rosemary in it, letting it steep, and a little bit of thyme, right? And drink that. Oh my. when I get an apartment, I'll go ahead and do that maybe, and I'll set other people up to meditate. Like I said, I want homes to be empty and to be bamboo and floor, to be as close, you know what I mean? Other than a sauna, red light, mic, which calls, and juicing, and me. But I've got a cookie that I made that I copywrote myself that I used to take around to the gyms. It's protein. It's all vegetable, dates, and raisins, and the guys were like wanted to pay me $100 for like 20 cookies, and I have not. I ate them when I was losing weight, and when I created this, it took me about several months. So I'll probably be making those, like my little in my apartment retreat where people be quiet, good frequency, good music, chimes, and this I don't do this here no more. We just everybody who joins in learns from themselves. I don't like talking negative. For those who know me, they know. James, you don't like talking a lot at all. You don't like negative stuff. That's why I've been messing with people, because I want to get all the negative aspects of myself and them out. I'm not saying it's perfect and it's right. It's the only way I have to vent. Like any other venting you think I'm doing, it's just triggering people. That's all. To get honest and sincere. Do I know the darkness? They're trying to figure out that word. I started seeing it pop up. I'm like, oh, they're really. There's no language for the word Shana. That is. I keep telling these Indians they better choose wisely, and they're too stupid. That's like when I'm saying, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I know people say Hawa, it's fine, but it's actually Hawa. It's literally Hawa. The V is very important, though it's on the marsupial side of the squirrel spine monkey to the grape ape, right? In that middle, right? It's the silent partner. I'm not making this stuff up, people. I've been doing this for far too long. Way too long. That's why I know I'm making it the last rodeo. I set this boundary. So, if you have young ones, don't go experimenting cooking stuff and giving it to these individuals. They may have lactose intolerance. They shouldn't be drinking cow milk at the first damn place, but they might have an intolerance to certain herbs and stuff like that based on what the pesticides may be in it and certain metals. So always when you go to see these individuals with your children or whatever, you need to say to them, is there any prescription of food, dietary food you can give other than that fucking medicine? Because that medicine makes things worse. I want y'all to Google or go on YouTube and look up all the people who had certain issues and they stopped taking the certain medications and what happened. No, seriously, I want you guys to look this stuff up. I asked y'all to post something. I asked y'all to go Google it. Y'all Google and post with his words and everything. But I asked you, I give you a direction. You can't even do it. What's going on, guys? Up into the 70s, and especially in the 90s, when they really started pushing this soy and edamame and all this other shit and tofu, when men started wanting to be with men really seriously, and they think it's natural to want to go on another man's boo hole, right? Absolutely an abomination, nothing natural about it. You can never make it right, no matter what they do. What they put in the school, rainbow flag, and this, that, and the other. That's a curse against the fact that the rainbow's up there saying he won't make it flood again. Yet our towns, supposedly after the flood, our people were murdered in their sleep when dams were released and killed just for the land. And y'all are still sitting there appreciative of all this homosexual lesbian. We can't hate them, you can't hurt them. You didn't create it, they didn't create it, all right? But the reality is they refuse in a rebuttal-like form to deal with it, and they think that it's natural. Now, there are those, and you can Google them and look on YouTube, who know something's not right, and they're pissed off, and they've been studying, and they've been changing it, because they can still produce testosterone at a higher level now, and they're doing it naturally. And they're going around attempting to help some of their friends, but some of their people so far gone. They just love big. Look at that fake Negro that stands with the big shoulders at the Grammys and all that. This goofy ass skinny self. He just love being with them damn Zionists. Lord, that's your enemy. Now, you don't go hurting nobody, but I'm pointing out things that may be lucrative when you start realizing certain things. And women, stop trying to fight men. Oh my goodness. I done watched 5 videos of some of these so-called butchers in New York getting their asses slammed, in Philly getting beat down. Mercy. You can't go around punching men. I don't care. Just because you have Hollywood people who don't hit back because they know that they did, they probably kill her. And women, stop. Stop it. We know we got bad guys who are abusive. I've seen 20 videos, bodybuilders all tested, steroid rage beating, and brother beating his woman all up in the corner and his auntie because she wouldn't have sex with him no more. What the flying for hoogie? So people, please, get it together. Stop. Just take it easy. Listen to people for once and actually hear what they're saying. Doesn't have to always be, everything's got to be bad meaning bad, like bad meaning good. Bad. There it is. No. Obviously this bad don't mean good, right? Yeah, I might go to the gym, or I might let my body rest a little more because I feel this trying to take over. I got iron. I don't know what an iron is, which is very beneficial when you're feeling this kind of way. I'm obviously not going to eat a steak. I'm done. I'll eat a brisket, but you can't fake. Well, they can actually, but not the briskets that are coming off of cows. I actually know the butchers that sell the briskets to these individuals. They were like, "Oh wow, you know them?" I was like, "Yeah, I used to help butcher some of the cows, you know." And I hope they ain't shooting them up with something before you get it, because those cows don't have no crap in them, no nitrates, no nothing. They no, we get it fresh and dry smoke, and yeah, I was like, okay, good. I'll eat the brisket here, and probably the only place, unless I go back to the Navajo Nation. But no, the Hopis, they have polluted everything, and they want you weak so they can do the next move, because their soldiers, their people aren't weak on this shit. Now there are probably some gay ones, whatever, with the fake ideology of a fake narrative of Greco-Roman and all that other Greek bullshit, misogyny nonsense. But for those who are actually intelligent enough, it would behoove you to study some of these things. I'm not saying this stuff I'm talking about is a fact. What is that? The average man is not heard by a majority. They'd rather listen to a few who appease their chaotic emotions. Yes, Tom, that is perfect. I'm a pin that. Abso-fucking. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh, no. I did not. Oh my God. Oh, did I? Oh, no. I hit the wrong thing. Put that back up, Tom. I deleted it by accident. Fuck. Oh man, put it back up, Tom. I messed that up, man. I hit it. You know, this is what's happening with this goddamn AI thing. Notifications off, still getting notifications. I go to hit something and the shit moves up. I'm not playing, y'all. This damn bastard thing is just stupid. The average man is not heard by majority. They'd rather listen to a few who appease their chaotic emotions. Please put that back up, Tom. My apologies, man. I don't know what the fuck. You're still on there. It hit it or deleted it. Well, I can see it. I don't get what the and I went to pin it. Jesus Christmas, man. You can't make this shit up. I just held it for a minute, Red. Awesome, Deb. 1 minute, Andy. Grand Ascension's niece. Hey, Tom, throw that back up, brother. God dog it, man. You bought the Tartarian book. That's what's up. About 20 heavy lifting. Okay. That's inhaling and holding it. You ain't gonna exhale and hold it for no. If you exhale and you got the right, and you can, and that means you're actually sitting very still. Now walk, or try and run and hold it. I was doing it for 22 to 25 seconds. Let me see how you make out with that one. The average man is not heard by majority. Yeah, I'm a pin. All right, let me wait. Let me let it. See, it just jumped up. I'm not touching it. All right. Pin message. Absolutely, brother. I started reading the inserts that was packaged with the meds. Then I started reading the research papers and following the funding of said research. I no longer take any mass-produced pharmas. Exactly. Solo because I had to think. The average man is not heard by majority. Yes, beloved. That's right, bro. I love that, man. That's freaking awesome, man. Oh, you want some more? Okay. They love these things. There's no soy in it and nothing. Here you go, babies. Here you go. I know the salt is perfect. It's sea salt, real sea salt too. Oh my God, I know the difference. Here you go. Here you go, guys. Here you go. Here you go. I'm gonna give you a few more, and that's it. Where my Pidgeotos? Where my Pidgeotos? I know I got you, God dog, man. Here. You gotta cuss at me. Sea salt and black pepper, boy. Gonna make them poo like a mug. Don't y'all come over and sitting up with me and roosting and nesting and pooping on my head. Hi, Raven. How are you? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, but y'all like to eat the stuff small. But you better be like them bitches in New York and Jersey. They take a damn hot dog and break it down and eat it. But anyway. I'm gonna get over here. I wish I had some mango picante, mango picante. I wish I had some. But research this stuff. You know what I mean? The average, research this stuff. Over 60% of men have chosen celibate over modern women, and that's sad. The average man is not heard by majority. They'd rather appease their chaotic emotions. Absolutely. Oh, shit. Damn ant. Absolutely. You know. But there's a lot of things going on, happening, I would say, probably for y'all so fast that it's hard to keep up. And then a lot of things aren't even shown, because you got to remember, they show you what they want you to feed energy into. You know, I'm starting to think more and more that Kurt, what's called Charlie, was fake through and through. I mean, there's so many things they did afterwards that is questionable. Like construction on the way his blood came out. I've seen it in New York and certain other places. I've seen somebody shot in the neck, what it looked like. I'm sorry, but I had to look at it a few more times, but I still had the video. Blood don't pour out your neck like that. I actually have the 8mm video of the young 14-year-old brother that was the youngest man that was electrocuted on a fucking lie. It was an experiment by the fucking fake Jews. I have the video. I have the movie footage, the real. And when I watched it, I wanted to go out and kill every goddamn fake-ass pale-skinned lie walking around. And that was an emotion, a deep feeling of something I knew from a past. And I had to come back, because these videos and stuff don't bother me, the blood. But watching him, I couldn't hear it. It wasn't audible. It wasn't audible, unless they have an audible one. And I looked at the men, so-called men, but I looked at the young ones and saw it. And they were fucked up. You can see it in them. That's why I say this system is bullshit. And if these feds don't go and arrest these fake ass cops or whoever the fuck they are, well, do them on them. Fucking do them on them. I know a lot of you don't know how to make a blood oath. I know you don't know what the tribes are. And these motherfuckers have no clue. They fuck with shit they ain't supposed to. They think that it fits them because they exist and walk on two legs and they're in better shape or healthier. That is not how it works. I don't want to be contrite with the crap because there's no need to be. Watching that video and then looking at the photos of that sister who was trying to protect her family, her husband, and how they took her and beat her and hung her and cut her baby out. We're talking about back in the 60s or 50s, whatever the fuck. The lynching of Miss you know who. You can't come talk to me about racism doesn't exist. You can't come talking about black this, white that. You can't come talking about you want to make a white town on my motherfucking ass social republic. Because I'll gather 5,000 motherfuckers and tear that bitch up. There ain't nobody and anything that can stop it if I chose to. Nothing can stop it. Not a fucking drone, not nothing. The way some of my individuals have been chanting. They couldn't fucking stop it. And you know me, no, it's not the time, don't do it. These idiots probably think, I ain't talking about, oh yeah, whatever. But just like y'all ain't. Stupid. Anyway. It's stupid. It's all so dumb. And you would think that the so-called supremacy of an individual would be smarter than that. Obviously, they're not that. I'm fucking pretty dumb if you ask me. When you can create a problem when there ain't no problem because you've been garnered and geared and made dumber than a fucking box of rocks. And rocks aren't even that dumb. Get it? Like that, Papa? Yeah? Oh yeah. You want some of this? I can't eat all this shit. It's too much for my stomach. Besides that, I don't have no probiotics, which I would like to have. Here you go, Papa. I know. I'm giving y'all some. Stop fighting. Unnecessary. There you go. Wish I had some Carolina Reaper hot sauce. Anyway, y'all know the Cashapp. I appreciate the donation yesterday. It helped. We went out. I shared a video. We went and had fish and chips. The crabs and stuff were like expensive, and some gas in the trucks. You know what I'm saying? So T's over at the library doing his stuff, and I'm gonna do mine here when I get off of here, and. Like I said, I'm just gonna go for the Parks Ranger. I'm gonna give myself about another 18 days and then go for it. I got a lot of working out, sweating, and everything to do, and make sure that my body is acclimating for the time that it is. And yeah. So research everything that I said. See what you find. Maybe something ain't as. Maybe something is. Maybe it's incorrect. Maybe I'm wrong about something. All right, and then share it. You know what I mean? Young men are really talking about the high amount of female pets in school. Yeah, that's a lot. We had them when I was in school. Yeah, we had teachers. Y'all want to come over? Party? And yeah. You know, I see this because they live mostly in their city project bubbles with bad men, with the fake government feds, the falsehoods. Yes, absolutely. Thomas is correct. You know, I don't believe in business, so I believe in knocking the womb out. Damn it. I believe in, but sometimes, you know, it's like energy, because it's energy shared. I prefer to be with a decent ass woman, and snooze my baby. But as far as a woman, a decent woman that's not going to be all controlling and stupid and all that, I don't need that energy. I don't want nothing to do with that kind of goofy ass energy. Especially when they think they're in control. Hey guys, here. But them ants jump on that shit quicker than a motherfucker. Oh damn. They just hit the ground, dog. Like a million of them some bitches on it. Boy, y'all don't play around. Here, take that. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. And I'm gonna slide down a little further away from the ants here, because they got little ant holes. And I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Probably do a little reading. All right. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it, hon. But I hope this was helpful. I hope it was meaningful and eventful. I hope that I wasn't here to anger and piss off nobody. Far from it, you know. They say life is what you make of it. What you make of it. It seems like the enemy has been making your life. Appreciate you guys. See you here shortly.